What's up, guys? So I am pretty excited. I got my 100 gig TDK BDR-XL writable discs in, and wanted to try them out. As I wanted to get something that could fit more storage space on one disc, and even the 50 gig discs that I've been getting have not been sufficient, especially since I had one client. Their file was one chunk 63.8 gig file. There was just no way to burn it onto a smaller disk, like even the 50 gig dual layer discs. So I looked around to try to find out if my 3 or 4 year old LG Blu Ray writer and the software that I have, if it could handle these brand new 100 gig Blu-ray discs. They're triple layer, and nobody had an answer. I checked Amazon forums, Best Buy forums, Fry's Electronics, a couple different hardware forums that I check, and after not finding a single yes/no answer, I said I'm gonna just go ahead and spend the money and do it myself, and then let you guys know what I find out. Well, here's what I found out. My almost 4-year-old LG BDRE WH14NS40, that's the model number, and you can pick that up from Amazon if you use the links on my website here. I'll leave a description to the links at the bottom of the video. You can get a discount. Just do a search for LG BDRE or LG WH14NS40, and that Blu-ray writer, as you can see right here, it is burning one of these 100 gig discs. It's doing a 63.8 gig file to it, and it's doing it quite well, so I'm pretty happy about that. The software that I'm using, now that we've got the writer out of the way, the software I'm using is Roxio Easy Media Creator 10 Suite. I've also got Nero Suite 10, and I just picked up Nero Suite, I think it was 16 or 17, but I haven't installed it yet, so I don't want to tell you that those will work until I actually try them out myself. But what I can tell you now is that this $29, $39, I can't remember what I paid for it because it's about 4 or 5 years old. This Roxio Media Creator Suite 10, it will handle these triple layer discs, so that's wonderful. You can use, doesn't have to be brand new $200 software. You can use this decent older software. I also love the data backup feature on here because it lets you put in the blank disk, and it'll show you how much space you have available, and you basically just drag folders that you want to back up from the folder into this area here, and then when you're ready, you click on the burn button and you're done. Good to go. Really simple. This is a program that actually does what it says. It is a easy media creator. Now, with that said, I want to take a moment just to cover system specs. As you can see, my processor is just, it's barely being pushed at all. I mean, we're using 1 or 2%. Okay, now that I said that, it jumped up to 4% for a second, but still just a few percent and no problems at all. Downside, 7% memory usage, and this is really the only thing I'm doing right now, because normally I'm a pretty overzealous just multitasker. I have usually something like about 240 Microsoft Edge browser, Firefox from Mozilla browser, Google Chrome, Windows open on multiple screens. I will have Word, Excel, some other Office programs like Access open. I'll have video editing, sound editing, and just tons of other stuff open all at the same time. So when I built this system, I said I am really going to need at least that 64 gigs of RAM that I went with. I was thinking about going with 128, but seeing as how 64 gigs of RAM was already costing close to $1,000, I just didn't see the benefit in spending another $900 to $1,000 to jump to 128 gig. I would have rather, which I did, put that into other things like this graphics card, which I have to say is fantastic. This is the Radeon RX 480 8 gig graphics card from XFX. It's the black edition. I believe what that means is that it's 12 FinFET instead of 14 FinFET as far as the material manufacturing process. It's really a very nice card, and it was something like $200 and some. So for the money there, that was a really good deal. Really better to spend the money on that than to dump it into memory, which as you can see here in the resources, I'm not stressed for memory usage there. So with that covered, I would be happy to take some comments, questions, if you guys want to get a discussion going. If you have questions about what else this can do. This particular Blu-ray writer, I've used it to do standard 4.7 gig discs. I've used it to do the 25 gig standard Blu-ray discs. I've used it to do the 50 gig dual layer Blu-ray discs. It is a very versatile drive, this LG BDRE drive, and so is this Roxio Easy Media Creator program. Really good, really easy, very functional, and for a very low price. I mean, when you think about it, you can get this all for around $100, not counting the discs, obviously. So, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please throw me a like and support the channel by hitting that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. I will see you next video.